I had the privilege of training with you. Your Air Force career was for 21 years, right?
But when I came here for the selection for the inter-command, I was the last person. And that is how I started my serious running.
How many marathons have you run?
I don't keep count.
When did you start
Because-
Pacemakers?
For sessions, hardly 12 people were there.
At the age of 68, you finished the Sydney Marathon. I saw you train. You were doing burpee broad jumps, perfect form. You were doing heavy sled pushes.
12 and a half minute plank.
I was telling someone that his calf muscles are going to put a teenage bodybuilder to shame. You are able to do this at 68 years old. What are your top 3 to 5 tips?
First thing comes is,
Sir, you ready?
yes.
I'm really excited to
Yeah, me too. Me too.
listen to your past actually, because I don't know much about your past. I had the privilege of training with you, I can't say restarting my running because I was never a runner. I think I accidentally did a 10K for charity in 2016.
Finished on podium.
Yeah, TCS, sir. I think sir knows. Because when I called sir for the first time, when I chatted with him, and I wanted to join his Pacemakers, I said, this is my timing. And I thought he'll be impressed. Obviously, he was like, fine, whatever. That was 10 years ago. Let's talk now. And I told him that my first 10K, which was accidentally 46 minutes, 30 seconds something. And now I want to try and achieve a sub 50 10K. And then he put me on his plan. I went and trained with him at Lal Bagh and Kantirwa and everywhere. And everyone in Pacemakers is only doing sub 40 10K or you know, a sub 4, sub 3 marathon. So yeah, at some point you feel like, oh, you didn't achieve too much as such, you still have to. But it was amazing training with you. And then he would always tell me, too much too soon? No.
Yeah.
Because I'd get excited when he'd give me interval training and I'll do better than what he's given me. And he's like, no, I didn't need this.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and I did a sub 50, sir, after training with you in that first 10K. I think that was my return from postpartum and stuff like that. So I had the privilege of being your student, and it's been wonderful.
The Mumbai Marathon also.
Yes, and the Mumbai Marathon, which was a sub 4. Thanks to your training and your run training and Soumya's strength training, because like he said, too much too soon, and I also, my IT started giving me grief. But thank you, sir. I mean, I think knowing you is such a privilege because like Rishabh was saying, you inspire us every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, people who know you, I think, seek inspiration from you in so many ways.
Yeah.
You still don't know that. I know people keep telling you this, but...
No, so this is actually the first time that we're talking, you know, we've of course met and, you know, I've said hi to you and stuff. The first time I saw you, you were doing a plank. He was doing a plank and I think he did a 12-minute plank. I was training and he was doing a 12-minute plank and in those 12 minutes, he didn't move at all.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
form, like no hips are not going up, hips are not dropping, you know, no adjustments in where you keep your arm and all of that. And I was like, wow.
Wow.
This is
I don't
something.
know of another person here in India who does a 12-minute plank.
Yeah.
No? So what's your max now?
He told me.
12, huh?
I didn't train for
I thought you went beyond 12.
12 and a half minutes.
Yeah, 12 and a half. 12 and a half minute plank.
Yes.
And perfect form. I have seen that myself.
I struggle at 3. That's my threshold.
Yeah.
But sir, seriously.
How many
it-
marathons have you run?
I don't keep count.
You have to count his
But it will be
medals.
less only.
But
Because,
yeah,
as I told you, I started marathon towards the end of my Air Force career. Maybe 3 years before my retirement. That is when I started.
so take us back a little bit, right? Your Air Force career was for 21 years, right? You served 21 years. And did you run while you were there? Like, I know as a part of your training regime, I'm sure it must have been very intense. And did running start at that point for you?
Yes. Because August 1977 is when I was enrolled in Indian Air Force. Okay. And first 6 months was the basic training, which was in Belgaum. It was in Sambre, Belgaum. That was the Air Force Center for non-technical trade people. So there I joined boxing actually during training itself. Usually very few people will opt for such sports. And my GTA instructor was a boxing coach. So that's how I started my running also. Because every Sunday he used to take us to the city
Oh.
running and come back to the unit. And I was given privilege also to go 2 hours late for the classes
Okay.
after my training. So that was also one privilege for me. So first 3 months I was into boxing. Then in between, during that sparing time, no, I used to get a lot of bleeding from my nose.
Oh.
Then I thought this is not my sport.
All right.
Then I stopped boxing. Then there was a competition, inter-command competition in Jalali for the athletics, to choose the command team for the Air Force Athletic Championship. So I tried for 800 meters. I was selected for the inter area, but when I came here for the selection for the inter-command, I was the last person. I could not finish because there was no proper training. Because during training, it is not proper for me to get the right coaching.
Correct.
I was just running, boxing, and the morning PT classes, evening PT classes. That was the only training I had. So that day I took up a oath that once I finish my training, I will do proper training.
Wow.
And that is how I started my serious running. My first posting was in Air Force Station Kanpur, 1978 October. Then luckily to my goodness, the Air Force camp was held in Kanpur. So not Air Force camp, Maintenance Command camp. So I was posted to Maintenance Command that time. So every evening and morning I had to be there for the coaching. And there I started as a middle distance runner, not as a even long distance runner. 8 and 1500 was my first priority. So that time I was good in speed. So nowadays 800 is also called as a sprint. People are running so fast
Yeah.
that even 800 is considered as a sprint nowadays. So I started as a middle distance runner, then slowly switched to 5 and 10K, and then cross country. So these are the 3 events I used to do in Air Force for the command. So that time I was in maintenance command. So my job is only to attend the camps morning and evening, no work.
Nice. Sounds very interesting.
6 months athletics camp, 6 months cross country camp.
Wow.
So I had to be away from the unit. So the camps will be at different locations.
Locations.
Cross country camp will be in one location. Athletics camp will be in one location. But 2.5 months camp will be there. So I had to go there, train. So that time my weekly schedule will be 11 sessions, morning and evening. Only Saturday afternoon rest and Sunday.
Wow.
Otherwise it is all focused training. And I was very fortunate to get a proper coaching right from day one onwards. Because there all NAS coaches only will be there. So they have been trained properly. They know how to train beginners, intermediate, advanced people. So since I was a beginner, so they were treating me nice. They were giving all inputs to me, how to do the strength training, how to do the track workouts.
What age was this, sir?
I was in the 20s.
20s.
And I
when
joined
we were
it was
talking-
19 years.
When we were talking just before this, you mentioned that you were actually a cricketer. Actually,
Yes,
before
my childhood, I used to play a lot of cricket. And I was a medium pace bowler. So running was natural to me.
Ah.
Yeah. And why did you not
Plus-
pursue cricket?
I was not at that standard. Because those days you need a lot of influence and money, which I was not having.
So then, throughout your Air Force career, you ran as a part of the athletic.
Yeah, wherever I was posted,
Yeah.
so Kanpur was coming under maintenance command. I used to represent maintenance command. I was posted to Delhi, was under Western command. So I used to represent Western command. I was posted to Jorat, which is in Assam. I used to run for Eastern command.
Got it.
So like that, there are 7 commands in Air Force.
Okay,
So whichever command I am posted,
You
I will be
would run
representing
for-
that command.
Ah, okay.
So from each command, only 2 people can take part in one event. So
Got it.
everybody cannot take part. So there will be selection trials for that, which 2 best person can represent the command. So I was always in first 2, whether it is 800 or 1500
Amazing.
or 5000 or 10,000. And I used to win also in the Air Force Championship. So all these 7 commands, 14 people in each event will run
Represent, yeah.
for the first 3 positions. So I've come sometimes second, sometimes third,
So
in those
nice.
800, 1500, 5000, 10,000.
And then did you always know that once you've retired, you are going to continue running or pursue running as even more a career?
No, that is
No.
one. I never imagined also that I'll become a
Coach.
or I'll start my Pacemakers
Pacemakers.
running club. Otherwise, I would have done NIS in the
Yeah.
Air Force itself.
When did you start
Because-
Pacemakers?
2012,
2012.
February.
And how
Oh,
many runners in your first session?
First sessions, hardly 12 people were there.
That's not hardly, sir.
Yeah, 12
In
people.
2012, the fact that so many people wanted to.
I didn't have 12 people in my first session at Cult.
Yeah, I
And
had
you don't know how it started, my Pacemakers. Actually, there was one running group called 12M 12M.
12M?
12M.
Oh.
So 12 marathons in 12 months.
Oh my God. Okay.
12 marathons and 12. Wow.
So after
One
I
a
think
month.
4 or 5 months, people started getting injuries.
Yeah.
And that time I was at the Nikran club.
Okay.
I was coaching also
Okay.
the Nikran Cup people. So that experience was there, plus my Air Force career experience. Then one Brijesh and Anup, they approached Baba Swami Philip. Why don't you ask Mani sir to coach us, because we are getting injured for a structured training.
Wow.
First I hesitated, Bobby, I don't have much experience in coaching, how will I undertake? He told, no worry, I am there. You have a lot of experience, Air Force experience, and you are now coaching the Nikran people also. Why don't you take it? Then after long hesitation, I agreed. Then that is how Pacemakers started.
Wow. So at what age was that, sir, when you started Pacemakers?
2012, you can
12.
imagine.
So you. No, I have to do math.
12 minus 68, you can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his 50s.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're making me do math right now.
Okay.
After retirement.
Yes.
Yeah. And Pacemakers is so huge now. How many students do you have?
180 people. I have.
Yeah.
Mm.
180 people training.
Running, they must be running what mileage per week put together?
Again, depends on the running history of the individual.
Mm.
Suppose if I take Karthik, he runs not less than 110
A week.
kilometers a week. Bobby also close to that 80, 90 kilometers he runs. Most of them are in that bracket. Those who are looking for performance, who
Yeah.
want to run sub 3.
Mm.
Yeah.
Others
that's-
like me, it will be 30, 40 kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah. And sir has done all the world majors. Of course, the new added ones he has to do because it used to be 6.
And
he
are you
said.
planning to do that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
already
it was-
finished one Sydney marathon.
So 7 is done.
7 is done,
When did
2
you
more
do
left.
Sydney Marathon?
Last year. That was the
So,
7th.
At the age of 68, you
Yes,
finished
yes.
the Sydney Marathon,
His 7th world major.
the
yeah.
7th world
Yes.
major. And when we were talking before this, he told me his recent best timing was 3 hours 28 minutes
Oh my God.
in London.
That is before COVID, 2019.
Yeah.
And I told you, 3 marathons I did back to back in that year.
Yeah.
Starting
Pretty
with
amazing.
Mumbai, 3:31 I finished. Then Delhi Marathon, 3:29. Then in April, London Marathon, 3:28.
Wow. I think so. On that note, we're going to talk about running because that's your main thing for last many years, and
Yes.
you are an elite runner yourself and a coach. So we'll get to that. We'll help people build a sample plan for themselves. But before we get to it, I just want to talk about the fact that I make a lot of content on social media, and I try to make simple and accessible exercises happen for older adults. But sometimes when I'm doing things which include, let's say, a deep squat, most amount of comments that I get is, old people can't do this, got knee issues and whatever. And that's what a lot of people out there believe. And then just last week, I saw you train. I was training and you were training at the same place. You were doing burpee broad jumps, perfect form. You were doing heavy sled pushes, heavy sled pulls, and I know you're going to be doing a solo in High Rocks in another 10 days from now. I saw your calf muscles, and they, like I was telling someone that his calf muscles are going to put a teenage bodybuilder to shame. I'm not kidding. Probably because of running and everything. So my question for you is, you are able to do this at 68 years old. What are your top 3 to 5 tips for anyone who might want to be able to do what you do at your age?
See, my simple answer will be follow the basics. When it comes to running, proper warm-up, after that warm-up drills, then your main workout, then your cool-down run, then the cool-down stretches. These are the basic I follow. Right from day one, which I learned from my Air Force days, I'm still following that.
Yeah.
Okay. So first discipline you'll get from this. Once you follow, no? And one more thing, my session starts from 5 o'clock. So that itself is a big challenge for people to join,
Show up.
especially women runners. They find it difficult to come early in the morning. But still some women runners, they come 5 in the morning and our session starts by 5:30. So that discipline I brought in Pacemakers. No other group will start at 5 o'clock.
So discipline is very important. Yeah, if you
Discipline.
want to.
Yeah. Any sport you take, first thing comes is the discipline. If you are disciplined, then automatically everything will fall in place one by one. So that was my basic. And follow the training principles.
Yes.
That is very important. You cannot do in 1 year everything. You want to do 10K also, you want to do half marathon also, you want to do full marathon also. Body will not take that load.
Yeah.
Especially for a beginners, you have to give some time for a body to adapt to the load.
Sport. Yeah.
Correct.
Build your joints, build your ligament tendons, make it strong so that it can take the load for 42 kilometers. But some people nowadays, they want to run very first year itself full marathon, which is not the right approach. You need at least 3-4 years for your body to get
Correct.
adapted. So that I don't advise. Follow proper strength training program, which is very, very important. Most of the runners, they skip this warm-up, cool-down, strengthening. So if these three are missed, then you're prone to injuries. Muscles become stiff, will not be able to run properly, will not be able to give your performance also. You will always end up with injuries. That also I learned from my Air Force days. There I used to do strength training also, sand running also, cross training also, everything they used to teach us. And proper periodization used to be there. After every season, you will taper. And same thing I'm following my pacemakers also. Every 3 weeks there will be a taper week, and again build. Again taper.
Yeah.
After every 3 weeks, build.
Safe.
Again, after every running season, give some rest to your body. Do some cross training. Again, come back strong. Not only that, even when you're suppose injured, because injury is part and parcel of any sport, you can't avoid it. But when you come back also, you have to follow a proper protocol. Do proper rehab. Again, build slowly. Don't rush.
Got it.
And coming to your question, you were telling about squatting and all.
Yeah, so my question is that, squat is one example. People feel that it's too much for them when they grow old. the knees and other joints will not support it. My question is that if someone wants your level of independence and fitness when they grow old, let's say I want to be like that, I'm 40 right now, what are those top 3 to 5 things that you've been doing for last 20, 30 years that anyone can incorporate and be as fit as you are when they are in their 70s?
Same thing. You don't have to do all the 6 days or 7 days of workouts. Keep it simple. 3 days you do running or whatever sports you are doing, and 3 days of strength training, so that body takes care of the injuries in other part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give 1 day rest for your body to rebuild, and again start your next week's program. That is one main thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And squatting, why it is not happening, because if you see in my case, I usually sit in the floor most of the time. And most of the time we use Indian toilets.
Yeah, the toilets, yeah.
So we are naturally squatting
Yeah.
every time. For others, no, those who use Western toilets, they are always having this problem. They cannot sit also on the floor properly. Even while eating, we sit on the floor and eat. So that is one thing which is very helpful for me in my case,
Yeah.
to able to move. And recently I did my annual flow movement also. So that is also helping me. You have to be always on the floor only for doing such movements.
Yeah.
So all these things was helping me to do or take these challenges to do any type of workouts.
And what about your nutrition and sleep?
That is one more important thing. Nutrition, training goes hand in hand. You can't neglect one. Strength training, nutrition and training, all three has to be given equal importance.
Yeah.
Correct.
Strength training, if you miss, you'll end up with injuries.
Yeah.
Nutrition, if you miss, your energy levels will go down. Training, too specific. Suppose if I'm a long distance runner, you have to train like a long distance runner. You cannot train like a sprinter.
Exactly.
So again, that principles of training, principle of specificity, they say, you have to follow that. So if you follow the right principles, right way of training, structured way of approach, I don't think you will end up with any injuries or you will suddenly give up any sport.
What is, briefly, sir, what is your nutrition protocol?
Nutrition protocol is I keep a balanced diet. And one more thing, you have to do the medical checkups regularly to know where are your weak areas. For suppose most of the times I end up with deficient in vitamin D. Vitamin B12 is taken care, but vitamin D I'm always low. It is somewhere in the 35 to 40 region. So I take supplement for vitamin D. Omega also sometimes I take the supplements. So apart from this, all my nutrition is taken care of my regular food, homemade foods.
Homemade food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his mantra. Eat only home cooked food. No,
Yes.
sir?
That's why my metabolism is also good.
Like, what does your plate look like? How much of it is protein? How much of it is carbs? And what are your sources of protein and carbs and fats?
See, 3 days I eat either chicken, mutton, or fish. Fruits will be there, vegetables will be there, and some fibers also will be there. And rice, as it is there. Rice and dal. So these 4 to 5 things will be always in my plate.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghar ka khana. And sleep,
And
sir?
I try
How-
to take in a small plate so that I don't consume more.
Overconsume, yeah. Overeat, yeah. And how many hours do you sleep?
Minimum 7 hours I sleep.
Mm.
And after the session also in between I come and take
Get
1
that
to 1.5
power nap.
hours.
Oh, not power. Long nap.
No, long
Naps are golden.
Yeah. No, it's not a power nap. He said 1 to 2
It's a proper
hours.
nap.
I
So
said,
8.5 hours sleep.
Superb.
Yeah. Much needed.
Yeah, see, that's why his body is
Yeah.
functioning like the
Exactly.
way it is, right?
I wish I could make.
We will, don't worry.
Yeah.
Only a matter of time. As we age, we'll realize the need for
We'll
it.
realize the need for it.
But sir, you just mentioned about tests, right? How you're so particular about tests. And I also remember that during some of these tests, you had identified a blockage.
Yes,
Correct?
that
You
was
mentioned.
in 2018
18.
when I did my first CT angiogram.
Hmm.
That time my LAD was 50% blockages was there.
50%.
50% blockages.
And
And
after knowing that, you anyway continued
no, then I
your usual life,
18,
running.
I told 2019 I did my 3 back-to-back marathons. I finished my 6-star world majors in London and did my best time in 3 hours 28 minutes. That was in 2019.
Yeah, after knowing that you have
After
a
knowing
50% blockage.
I didn't bother much. 50%.
Yeah.
So okay, it is common they say. So I kept quiet.
Kept
I
going.
didn't bother much about that. Even Dr. Girish Golbole, he didn't tell me to stop or be careful. Nothing. He didn't advise anything. He just continue.
Yeah.
Then 2020, the COVID happened. Then there was break in the training. It was not that regular. Only through Zooms all the trainings were happening. The strength training and other things. Again, in 2021, I did my second CT angiogram. That time, this lady has jumped from 50 to 80%. Blockages were there. So then I asked Dr. Girish what to do. Should I go for angiogram and see how much it is affecting my functional? He told, "Chalo, we'll do the angiogram and see how much it is functionally affecting you with your lifestyle,
Yeah.
with your marathon running." Then he told it is better to go for angioplasty. I didn't have any complications, but to be on the safer side, I
Exactly.
thought, let me get the angioplasty. He told it is 1 day admission,
Yeah.
next day you will be discharged.
And in 3 months, you were running again.
Yes, 31st March was the angioplasty done. Next 3 months.
How did you start when you started running?
As per doctor's advice, he told to take it easy. Don't straight away rush. Build gradually. And that year, he told me not to run the Mumbai Marathon also. And that is the 1 year I missed Mumbai Marathon. Otherwise, 14 marathons would have completed.
Yeah, you went and did a 10K, so let's count that
Yeah.
as a run anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, you still
did-
went?
Yeah,
I
he
used to
still
go
went.
not to run at all,
Exactly.
but still I ran 10K.
Yes, I'm sure he had
And then-
registered for it already.
Yeah, I registered. Then I started cheering people after
Yeah.
10 kilometers at the Pedar Road.
That's what an athlete is like. You can't
Yes.
stay away from the
The
sport.
sport.
Yeah.
Especially me, I can't resist.
Yeah.
Amazing. I
So-
mean, this is such an important message to everyone listening and viewing, because most people think that once you've had, like an angioplasty or whatever, life's pretty much over, in the sense you can't pursue,
You can't
especially
move
in
and exercise,
endurance.
you know.
Yeah, and especially endurance sport, right? Like they may do some amount of strength training or something, but it's
But marathon running does take a toll
exactly,
on your body.
exactly.
Of course, it's a tough
Running
sport.
42 kilometers,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this again, I have a question for people to know, right? You you're like the epitome of good health and fitness, pretty much all your life. Did you have that question as to why do I have this blockage and how did this happen? What did the doctor tell you? Because I'm sure a lot of people will be curious about this, and because typically you associate all of this to maybe bad lifestyle and no movement.
Yeah.
But you had none of that.
Same question Karthik Anand asked Dr. Girish Bole.
Yeah.
Sir, he is so fit. How is that so much of blockages is there in his body?
Correct.
See, fitness is one thing and health is one thing. You can't combine both. He might be fit, but that doesn't mean that he is healthy.
Okay.
So many things are going on. It is not happening in last 10 or 15 years. It must be there from his childhood days, this plague happening.
Yeah. Which is why
So-
regular checkups are.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
why.
important.
100%, yeah. But it's just, this is exactly what everyone's going to wonder, right? Like Karthik Anand asked
Yeah,
that question. Especially listeners and viewers who care about, fitness and health
Yes.
are going to, most of us, correlate it. And that's going to be the first question. How can someone like Pani sir have this when all his life he's been
Running.
running and lived a very
Yes,
a
healthy
good
life.
life, a healthy life. So
Fitness is one thing, and what is going on inside your body is different.
a whole
You
different
never
thing.
know.
That's
That's why
especially as
this
an athlete.
test, if you do regularly,
Yeah.
you will come to know, and you can take
Yeah,
precautions.
I'm saying especially as an athlete, because as an athlete, your major focus is on performance.
Exactly.
You want to improve
Push,
your
push.
numbers and
And
things
before
like
this angioplasty, two unfortunate incidents happened while running.
Oh,
During the training, collapsed.
mm,
So I thought, why to take the risk?
that. Yeah, it
just do
totally
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, for all the listeners, while Sir got back in 3 months, ran a 10K and cheered for everybody at Mumbai Marathon, of course, life is not over if something like this happens.
Yeah.
But Sir also had a solid foundation.
Yeah,
So
training
it was,
age.
3 months for you, you were able to come back and you're doing what you're doing today. So my message to everybody is, one, do this with guidance.
Exactly.
Take it slow. So exact message that you gave with respect to your longevity advice, I was just writing it down. My takeaway from that is, don't go too far too soon.
Yeah.
Listen to your body. Keep things simple. As long as you're doing those simple things and you're doing it consistently, your body will be able to support all of that activity and movement
Exactly.
even when you're 70,
Long
80 and
time.
90, and you probably don't need gimmicky stuff that you see online and what you see a lot of longevity influencers doing. And again, coming back to a disease, when you want to bounce back from that, follow the same principles. Don't go too far too
Slow.
soon. You might have to start from scratch once again.
Yeah.
Just be okay with it. But another 6
You have to
months,
have a lot
1
of
year.
patience. No?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Have
If
the
you
patience.
don't have
and-
patience, then you can't achieve anything.
Correct. Correct. I think solid piece of advice. Do you do any, what's your point of view on cold plunges and all of that?
Sauna, ice.
Yeah, the oxygen chambers, and there's a lot of stuff that we see out there. And
But nothing is proved. Man.
do you do any of that?
No, I've not done anything
Never
so
done
far.
it.
Yeah.
And you're running marathons at almost 70, doing high rocks at almost
Only
70.
thing I do is I go for my regular deep tissue massage.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
some
Other than
myofascial
that-
release.
Other than that, I don't do anything.
Deep tissue massage, I also feel that, after sleep, that's the biggest recovery tool
Yeah.
out there.
The MFRs, right?
Yeah,
The myofascial
myofascial
releases.
releases.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you get old, no? Your muscles get stiff.
Mm.
You get a lot of knots.
True.
So to get it
Not only
released-
old, sir.
Yeah.
Retired, even the
Yeah,
30-year-olds.
those who do hard training.
Correct.
Absolutely. So, sir, for all our viewers, again, listeners, if they want to start running tomorrow, right, probably do a couch to 5K, what would a plan look like? Like, how can they start and how can they achieve? And how much timeline do you think this will need?
Someone who
Begin.
doesn't do anything.
Anything. Sedentary.
Sedentary, not the right body fat percentage.
Yeah.
But, want to get fit.
Want to
and,
move,
and
yeah.
Of course, want to start with running. How do they get to that 5K?
See, my first advice will be to get a proper assessment done. See, once you have so many weak areas in your body,
Yeah.
you have to first get those things right before you start any training. Simply, you start training and end up with injuries doesn't make any sense. If you want to really start running or any sports,
Assessment.
get a proper assessment done.
Yeah. And is this assessment on like some sort of machines, or do you need a good coach for it?
Good physio is enough to visually see and tell. by
Yeah, like a
doing certain tests.
musculoskeletal assessment
it.
of
So
sort
here-
of
so
function,
here-
movement.
I mean, few tests also they'll get it
Yeah.
done.
Got it. So you're talking about assessments with respect to muscular imbalances and
Yes,
compensation and things
exactly.
like that. Got it.
Exactly. That muscular imbalance, if you correct it and then start your training, then the injuries will be less. You can do the training also properly.
Yes.
And coming to that question, couch to 5K, start slowly. Don't have to straight away start jogging or running. Start walk, jog, walk, jog.
Yeah.
Start the walk period little longer, jog period shorter. And gradually reduce the walk and start jogging continuously. Once you're able to jog for 30 minutes, then you're there to run a 5K. Then you start training for a 5K with some structured training.
So step one, your first milestone is be able to do a 30 minutes jog, slow pace.
Slow, very slow pace. So to get there, you have to do walk-jog method first.
So you're saying a combination of jog and walk when you're able to do it for 30 minutes.
Yes.
That is when you're ready to start training for a 5K.
So this will take at least 4 weeks for you to get to that.
Jogging of 30 minutes.
Yes.
So 4 weeks, and how many days in a week would you recommend?
3 days.
Yeah. Sir always believes 3 days of running.
3 days. And again, the other 3 days you have to do something like cross training, strengthening.
Strength training.
That has to be part and parcel of your training plan.
Okay.
Yeah. And then once they start the training for 5K, would you say another 4 weeks or 6 or 8 weeks before they can?
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
4 to 6 weeks. And what will that training look like? Training for 5K.
Training for 5K, you start giving some easy runs to begin with. Then you can start with some fartlek runs like 30 seconds slow, 30 seconds fast, and slowly build up your speed. And in that one day, you have to give long run to build endurance, so that you will be able to sustain that 5 kilometer distance. That endurance you have to build.
Got it. And how would someone know that this is an easy run for me? Because easy means different for different people.
Yeah, you can go, that rate of perceived exertion is there, 1 to 10 scale. So you can take between 2 to 3 to start with and slowly build to 5 to 6. That is more than sufficient for a 5K person. On a scale of 6, between 5 and 6 will be his maximum, 2 to 3 will be his lower.
So start at a 2 to 3 on 10 kind
Yes.
of an intensity.
Yeah, rate of perceived exertion they say.
Which
Yeah.
means that
On
they
a
should be
scale of
able
1
to,
to 10.
1 to 10, yeah.
talk while they are
Yes,
jogging.
Comfortably talk.
yes.
So
And
very
that should
slow.
be your long run pace. Most of your long runs and easy runs pace should be that. Should be able to
Make a
converse
conversation.
easily.
Got it. So one easy run, one long run, one fartlek.
Yes, one speed.
If you
Start
can
with
just
fartlek and then
Yeah.
you can slowly start to 200 meters
200
or
meters,
interval.
yeah.
if you can just explain fartlek for someone who doesn't know.
Fartlek, there is no particular distance or time investment. Fartlek, it is a Swedish word, they say, speed workout. So choose a pole, you can say electric pole, from this electric pole to that electric pole, from this tree to that tree. Start running. Run fast and then run slow for few distances. Once you recover, again make one more obstacle, run till there fast, again slow. So like that slow, fast, if you do, no, it is a good way of building a speed endurance for a person.
Yeah, like intervals.
Understood. And this you're saying will take 4 to 6 weeks
Yes.
on an average, and they'll be able to run a 5K in how many minutes in general?
That again depends on individual
Yeah.
capacity.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, someone who's like, who started about 8 to 10 weeks back, being a very sedentary person, and in 10 weeks they've done this. On an average, what would run pace look like, roughly?
Roughly 35 minutes,
So like a 7.
7-minute pace.
Amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite good. If in 10 weeks someone from doing nothing and just
10
watching
to 12
Netflix,
weeks, I think, will be ready for a 5K.
10 to 12 weeks, 5K in 35 minutes. I think
That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. I think what we should
Provided
also,
he shows up consistently.
Yeah, exactly.
of course, if they do everything that we spoke about.
Consistency
Yes.
is,
This is not even too much to ask for, right?
no, thrice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like started very easy, did not even go very hard, even when they started training for 5K. So I think what we
Safe
should
training.
Yeah, what we should do is, if you're okay,
Cheat
sir,
sheet.
create a cheat sheet with a sample plan for someone to get from a couch to a 5K. I know we spoke about it, but if it is documented, people will find it easier to download from the description and just follow it. So I think we'll make
We'll
that
do
available
that, yeah.
in the description.
Pacemakers.
Awesome, awesome. I personally feel that jump training is one of the most underrated injury prevention tools out there. But that's not what general belief outside is. Again, when I make content on jump training, most amount of comments that I get are, we just can't do this because this is inviting injuries. If you do this, your knees are going to get busted. That's what people feel out there. And some of these comments are also angry. They're telling me, why are you giving us wrong information? But again, I've seen you do plyometric training. I've seen you do like solid jump training in your sessions, and I've seen some of your videos also, which I think we should just plug in this episode. What's your point of view on jump training?
See, when I used to train in Air Force, though I was a long distance runner, plyometrics was a part of training. I used to do a lot of plyometric workouts. It doesn't mean that you're a sprinter or a jumper, you have to do plyometric training. It is important for everyone. If you want power in your legs, you have to do plyometrics. There is no other two way.
Yeah.
If you want power, plyometrics you have to do. You have to incorporate one session in a week, plyometrics.
Yeah.
One session in a week.
One session in a week.
But
you
let's
can't
say
do too many also. Again, depends on individual to individual.
Correct.
Again, sport to sport. For long distance runner, I don't think more than one is required. But if you are a jumper, then 3 sessions in a week you have to do.
Yeah, if you're playing, let's say, basketball, then you have to do...
Yes. Any jumping
Sport.
sports, no?
Yeah.
You need power in your
But
legs.
let's talk about someone who doesn't play any sport. And let's specifically talk about women, because I get a lot of concerns from them with respect to jump training, and I feel women especially will benefit a lot from jump training, especially in old age, because their bones will become stronger, etc. So if someone comes to you in their, let's say, 50s, who've never ran too much before, have never played a sport, have never done jump training, how will you get them, will you recommend jump training to them first of all? And if yes, how will you get them started with jump training, and how will they progress?
It is a tricky question.
Because you get women of all age groups.
One of my athlete, his wife joined me. She has never done anything, any sports in her life. I told her to just walk initially. During walk itself, she is telling her, I am getting knee pain. So for such people, you can't give jump training. Maybe we can start with jump rope, if they are able to do it. And slowly build from there, the jumping.
Yeah, jump rope is one of the best.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So you can try that method.
Do you jump rope?
I don't.
That's why calf muscles. Now I know.
Pani sir does.
Now I
see
know.
him do it.
No, sometimes my Zoom sessions, I do 5 minutes of jump rope to warm up.
Yeah.
Different variations of jumping, forward, back, side, high knees, butt kick, all those things I do with the jump rope.
Amazing.
Even when I used to do martial arts,
Lot of
warm up would be 10 to 15 minutes of
just jump rope.
Jump rope.
It is a good way.
It's amazing. It builds your calves.
Yes.
Anything. So you're saying that someone like that, jump rope is a good start.
Yeah, slowly they can start. They can start with 1 minute, 2 minutes, and slowly build from there.
But jump
Once
rope,
their joints become stronger, then we can slowly introduce.
But with jump rope, what I've also seen is that there's skill involved. There's a lot of coordination, right? You have to learn how to jump rope.
Yes.
How would you tackle that situation with someone? Because then people get frustrated. Like, I'm not able to, coordinate.
I do. Tap.
No, first start with one hand. Just swing with
Rope in one hand.
Rope in one hand. Then slowly start using 2 hands.
There's in fact also one tool that I saw, which is both hands, but it's not a full rope. It just has a little extension coming out of it. So
so it doesn't go all over.
Yeah, it doesn't go because it's just small. But you get
the feel.
You jump and you get a feel of rotating that rope.
Yeah.
But many people struggle running while jump roping, forward and back.
Running while jump roping.
You have to run and do the jump rope. Do
The
skip.
movement. Yeah, you have that. No, you do like a hop and you
yeah.
move forward.
No,
yeah.
just normal running. You run and simultaneously you do the jump
I remember
rope
doing it in
also.
school. Yeah.
Oh, how will someone do that?
Yeah.
Backward
I did it.
also.
I remember, sir. I know
Backward
what you
also.
mean.
I used
So
to-
that's too much
You're
coordination.
basically moving
Yes.
forward with jump rope.
That I don't think if you ask me to do right now, I won't be able to do.
The 10 years back, I used to do in the warm up these drills,
Yeah.
skipping rope.
So Pani sir's warm up takes 30 minutes, I think. No, sir?
Yeah, close to 25.
And do you recommend that to all your runners?
Not all. Again, depends on the individual fitness. Some people get tired in the warm up itself.
Yeah,
So
because I
beginners
remember
type,
warming
I
up
don't
with
recommend-
sir. And
My
then,
warm-ups are long also.
Yeah. No, this is like just the drills for running, right? Like it's very, very long.
But if you do that, that's how
my
he's
warm-up
able to,
100%.
do whatever he's doing.
No, but
today.
that's what he teaches all of us. And then it's something that we remember forever. So even now, before a run, we know exactly what
I think
the
that's a
structure.
very important point, which
Yeah.
should be, very
You-
categorically told.
You should actually document your warm-up, and then put it
Yeah.
out there for people to consume.
You are able
because it's
to-
the best warm-up.
You're able to do this, run marathons, do your, high rocks training and jump. And the jump training that you're doing is not like,
Easy.
it's not simple jump training. Burpee, broad jumps form is better than most people that I've
Yeah.
seen, right? So I'm saying you're able to do all of this because you've prioritized your warm-up
Yeah.
for so long. I believe that would have played a very important role in your
Yeah,
longevity
but I
journey.
always prepare my body before any workout.
Yeah. Like solid preparation.
That said, if
See,
someone has...
if you have noticed, my strength training session starts at 11 o'clock with Varsha. I come at 10 o'clock and I prepare for 1 hour my
Just
body.
preparation of the body is 1
Then
hour.
my 1 hour session will start. Then after that 10 to 15 minutes I'll stretch and then go.
Yeah, so
So it is basically 2.5 hours workout for me.
what most people will do is if they have, let's say, 60 minutes for a workout and someday they show up, like in 60 minutes, let's say 10 minutes for a warm-up, 10 minutes for a cool-down, 40 minutes for a workout. But if someday they have only 40 minutes, what goes out is the warm-up and cool-down.
Yeah.
That's what most people do.
See, even the stretching or the cool down run, they miss.
Yeah,
They say so there is no time. I tell them you cut short your workout.
exactly.
Don't miss your cool
Warm-up,
down run
cool-down,
and
yeah.
stretching.
Yeah.
That
What-
is also important, equally
Yeah.
important, like your warm up and
Yeah.
warm up drills.
Do you stretch after your workout?
No. I warm up. I give it a good 15-20 minutes. I've never stretched after my workout. And it's been like that forever. It's not something new. Like, I think
Your
that...
body is used to it now.
Yeah, but I do the releaser. I do my deep tissue and my facial regularly.
Other things you are
Maybe
taking
that's
care.
why
I
I'm...
also think
yeah.
she's built a little different. So she's able to sustain that.
Yeah, I've never stretched. No, however hard the training is, I've...
Yeah. I don't stretch after my workout also, but I stretch at night. I do
Ah,
a good
he has a
30
good
minute,
routine before
and I've,
bed.
I've been doing that for years. I foam roll and stretch. at
That's a
night.
very smart thing to do also before bed.
I'm able to sleep really well because of that. And I wake up with like no niggles and this and that.
See how so many different things work for different people, right? And it's very important to understand what works for you.
Yeah.
And then you can, like he said, 1 hour of prepping the body.
Yeah, but I think for most people, what they need to understand is a good warm up.
Yeah.
Even if it is 10 minutes, because people are not spending 2.5 hours. That's like people like us who
Yeah.
prioritize exercise and movement so much. But all they would have is maybe 60 minutes 3 times a week. Just give 10 minutes, good 10 minutes for a warm up,
Minimum.
good 10 minutes for a stretch. And if someday you don't have that much time, you cut the workout down and not the warm up and the cool down.
Yes.
That's the
Exactly.
message for people because that is going to have the upside 20, 30,
Yeah.
40 years down the line. Otherwise, most people end up dropping off and we know that's the
Yeah.
reality. Yeah.
But thank you for this. I mean, this we will take to a cheat sheet and give everybody so that people know how they can kickstart running. But otherwise, they're free to join Pacemakers.
Yeah.
Because it's also online, right? So anybody
yeah.
sitting anywhere across the country or the world, for that matter, because you have students from other countries as well.
Yeah.
So Pacemakers is there online, offline. If you live in Bangalore, please.
And
go.
you give plans also?
Yeah,
let's say
run
if
plans,
If I'm not
strength
able to
plan.
come and train
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
you,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
you will be able to give.
Yeah, people
That's
who
what I'm
are
saying.
outside
People who
Bangalore.
are outside Bangalore and outside India,
India
also take plans from Sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because
nice.
he has a very smart spreadsheet that he maintains for everybody,
Yeah, I think-
and he just updates the plan. And
So I was just talking to my brother Ritesh before this. He started
Running,
to run now,
yeah.
and
Yeah, he
when
should-
and he generally does strength training, lifts heavy stuff and all that. But now he's starting to run along with his strength. And the first thing that happened was his calf
Tibia,
muscles,
calf, yeah.
tibialis. All of that started to become very tight. That's what I also noticed when I
Yeah.
started running. My heart wasn't giving up because I had
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cardio,
yeah.
but the pain in my around my ankles and tibialis was happening. After 2 or 3 weeks, my body got used to it and I was able to run. But he's facing that right now, and he was saying that I'm gonna sit and create a plan for me. So I'm gonna tell him to
Yeah, he
reach
can
out
just
and take a
reach out.
plan because
Yeah. That's what I did also when I
Yeah.
started. So it's the best way
yeah.
to
So
have
the-
a structured running plan, to have a structured strength training plan, because they also do strength training
For
on
runners.
Zoom for runners on the other 3 days.
Correct.
That's amazing. And is that with equipment or no equipment needed?
Basic equipments.
Basic like dumbbell resistance
Dumbbell
bands.
resistance bands.
So you will
stability
tell
ball.
people, buy so and
Yeah.
so stuff and then
Correct.
That's
Most
amazing.
of them have these basic equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people will mind investing, and it's not like crazy amount of equipment.
Yeah.
So
It's not
the
that
advice,
expensive also.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, again, time for me to give a plug. If they want to buy Cult Sport, is always there. So go to the Cult app and buy. So the takeaway from here is jump rope.
Yeah.
Even if they don't have the coordination and the skill right now, start with one hand, start with tap maybe, but just get used to doing jumping and doing something with your
Yeah.
hands at the same time, and in no time you will get to being able to do a jump rope, and that's a great start for anyone to
Yes.
get into jump training and plyometrics. Awesome. I think that's amazing.
Thank you so much, sir. Any parting note that you want to leave for everybody? I think by now everyone's supremely inspired by you.
Yeah, someone has to see you train to get properly
Yeah.
inspired. I am inspired.
I think I'm going to wear my meta glasses and stand in front of you when he's training
Yeah.
to record it, or put my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
was,
gonna we'll take some content and put it up.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we'll take the content.
Yeah.
I was telling you, right, that people will say when they see you train, and pretty much we'll use that hook also. People will be like, I want to be like Pani sir when I'm 70. I'm saying I want to be like Pani sir
Now.
right now. I want to be like him.
I want the same
That's
too.
how much you are inspiring me. So thank you so much for that,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you.
thank you very much, sir. This has been wonderful.
Audience, but whatever you are doing in your life, show up regularly, train consistently,
Yeah.
and start simple. Don't have very big goals. Start with small goals and reach your goal eventually.
Keep it
Perfect.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it simple
That's the
and
point.
keep it consistent.
Simple and consistent.
That's where the
Amazing.
magic is.
I love this
Thank you, sir.
conversation.
Yeah.